What do you believe is the key to a successful marriage? Like you would want to give out to your grandkids, let's say.
Sharing and caring.
I think is keeping in touch with each other almost daily, but sometimes that can be could create a difference though too. So I can't relate that to long-term marriage. Long-term marriage is being able to talk to each other and understanding.
Okay.
I'd say sharing and caring. And all marriages have ups and downs.
Yeah. Okay. What was your first fight like?
What in he making?
Lord, oh Lord, I could never even remember what it was. Huh?
Was it within the 6 weeks that you guys got married, or was it after that?
Oh, it has to be after. Yeah, there was no fight before. There's no fight.
Probably I'd say when we was overseas and he used the stuff at the I can't think what to call it. It's not a PX, but it's a
Service club.
service club with his friends. That used to get on my nerves.
No, I was playing ping pong then. No, there was no drinking there. It was a service club.
I
There
didn't
was no
say
drinking
drink.
at
I
all.
didn't say drinking.
How did you guys feel when you were first? Okay, how did you when you first found out that you were gonna be a parent? How did you guys feel?
Excited.
Excited?
I was elated.
Elated? Oh, yeah.
And when our first son was born, his name was Steve Rothwell. We named him after my wife's
Dad.
father. My
Father,
wife's,
Sebastian.
yeah, the father, his name was Steve.
Your father's name was Steve.
Well, Sebastian, but they call him Steve for short.
After Okay.
We were excited, and I can remember when I had to go to Germany because they didn't have a hospital there in France where we were at. And he came there to be with me just to spend the weekend, and I went into labor, and he had to go back to France to get a pass to come back and be with me during my delivery time. It was something to remember.
Yeah. Almost done. Okay, so what? I already know about my dad. So why did you choose your other kids' names?
They had to have names.
Was there any unique?
Well, Joe actually, got to the point we ran out of names, but Joe actually was named after his dad's great grandfather, and his dad. We was asked about names, and his dad suggested that, and we named him Joseph Chester, which was after.
So your dad suggested that name?
Yeah, we talked about names, and he just mentioned it, and that was that we named him Joe, which would be great grandfather, and his grandfather, and his father.
I don't remember.
I do.
Chester's my dad's name too.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted
And the other names
to
are
carry it on.
just names that we liked.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know there's a Joseph Rothwell, then there goes John Rothwell, there's another Joseph Rothwell, then there's Chester P, Chester A, and now there's another Joseph Rothwell. It's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What was your proudest moment as a parent?
What was that? That our children were healthy.
That they were healthy?
Yeah. And successful.
The proudest moment of a parent with who? The first one or
Any of them.
any of them?
All of them. Any of them.
That they all were
The
born
proudest
healthy.
moment for me was when I'd hold them in my arms
Same thing for you.
after they were born.
I have some of those pictures of you
And then
holding my dad.
Teaching them, the boys, how to play other sports like baseball, basketball, football, fish, and hunt with them. I taught them all those things.
What about the girls?
The girls,
Oh, that'll matter. Sorry, Roxanne. I was joking.
the girls it was fun just to be around.
Because it was like your little sweethearts, you should
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Little darlings.
Okay. What did your family enjoy doing together? Like you guys as a family, with the kids and you two.
You can have some. You like to go camping.
We did lots of camping and picnicking, playing sports together, fishing, hunting, many, you name it. I was very
We'll start again. Okay. So we're gonna.
It's not going?
Yeah, it's going.
Oh, okay.
So now we're gonna go on to more about you. What was your profession and why did you choose it?
My profession was working in the post office. I was a mail carrier. And at the time when I got out of the service, I had numerous jobs. I also worked for about 8 years in the plumbing and heating field. But I chose the post office because I always enjoyed being a mailman. And the retirement system was the greatest of almost any profession. Plus, I liked doing the work as a mailman.
So you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed working in the post office.
So that's obviously.
And then I also had a ranch. All those years, almost prior to working in the, as a kid, I ran a farm of 200 acres in Mill Creek, Wisconsin. And that was prior to going into the service. And if I had completed my education, I possibly would have been a school teacher. But I had to join the armed forces, so that knocked that out. And when I came back out, I went to college again into the administrative business field to become a accountant, CPA, or a personnel director in the business field.
And then the farm you had when you were a child, was that Gottlieb's?
That was Gallup Polk's farm.
Okay.
And then, as for the post office, I worked over 30 years in there and retired from the Postal Service.
Retired from the Postal Service. Okay.
What?
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay.
I worked in the department stores, like I worked at the Target and then the Yardbirds and factory work and waitress work, but most of the time I worked in the school district, worked in food service, and it was nice because I worked good hours, close to home, and I could be home when the children were here.
Tell me, you became the...
I was the supervisor there.
In the high school?
Last year
All the school, but
Oh,
the
really?
food service, You can't
Oh, you were
remember
in
that?
charge.
I remember you sitting there, but I don't remember what your position was.
She's in charge, Cody, of the whole food service.
Yeah, because I remember you sitting in that office. I don't remember like what your position was, but I remember.
Now 3 people got that job. Jody.
Jody does?
Yeah,
Was
the
the
guy.
secretary.
There's a guy and another one person. 3 of them doing the job she did by herself.
That's interesting. What is the best thing about being a grandparent? And what advice do you have to give to your children and grandchildren about being a grandparent?
Well, I like to spank them.
No, you don't. You never spanked them.
My advice to the grandchildren is do the best that you can and be the person you are, and don't pretend to be something you're not. Also, I like the down-to-earth kids that can talk to me and carry on a conversation and not be too stuck up or act like they're that I don't exist.
You exist.
That I don't exist
Are you done?
when I'm talking to them.
And what's the best thing about being a grandparent?
The best thing about being a grandparent is having them come over and visit and enjoy playing games with them, card games especially, and then teaching them how to fish, hunt, and play sports.
What was the first question?
I taught Carlos how to play his tennis and all that, you know.
Oh, you did? Nice. What advice do you give to your grandchildren and children about being a grandparent?
To love them, take care of them, and enjoy them. To raise them to respect others.
And then the other one is, what is the best thing about being a grandparent?
Having the grandchildren around.
Just having them around.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet that's very nice for you guys, being all of us in the same area.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think real success means?
Real success is where you can, after retirement years, you can live comfortably and live your lifestyle as if you did while you were working. Comfort.
What?
What do you think real success is? Or real success means, per se?
Just more or less what he said is to being able to relax and enjoy it and do things that you want to do.
Okay.
You should have a typewriter so you could type it down.
I'll type this later. You are, finish the sentence. You are only a failure if
If you don't succeed in your whatever vocation or job you take on.
Okay. Okay.
I feel you're a failure only if you don't succeed in what you try to do. If you try to, all you can do is do the best you can. And you'll be fine.
There's nothing more important than what?
Life.
Life. So
Nothing more important than having good health once you become a retiree so you can enjoy life in retirement.
Okay. What is your most comforting possession? And that could be materialistic, or that could be relationships. That could be anything. What's your most comforting possession?
My most comforting possession would be my rifles, motorhome. I think that's it.
Okay.
My dogs and family.
That's not a possession.
My dogs are. What is your best Christmas ever?
Best what?
Christmas. There's so many that we've had, but I mean, what's your best one ever?
I can't remember any best one, but they're all enjoyable.
Same thing for you, too?
Same answer.